this afternoon for our bi-weekly Ivy Community Network meeting. Oh, it's good to see your faces. We're going to get started in just a moment. Okay.
I don't think we have Melissa on yet, right?
Right.
Just cleared out the waiting room. She wasn't.
Perfect. She might have gotten jammed up. And so we can start without her and have her catch up with us when we get going. So great. Okay, everyone. So again, good afternoon to the Ivy Community Network meeting. For anyone that does not know me, my name is Diana Collins Fuente. I serve as the Interim Director for Community Affairs, Student Development, and Leadership for Associated Students. And I will be helping to co-facilitate the meeting today along with Melissa, and Jonathan as well is here with us helping to facilitate. And so just want to start us off with the welcome and also with the land acknowledgement. We would like to acknowledge that this meeting is being held on the traditional lands of the Chumash people and pay our respects to elders, both past and present. We honor the traditional territory as well as the stories and contributions of the Chumash people to the land upon which we gather and create. Great. And so next we will do our usual, hello, Melissa.
Hi, sorry I'm late. Hold up.
Just did the land acknowledgement. And so we'll just move into the agenda, do some introductions and quick announcements around the room. I will just name folks off if you don't mind and let you go to it. Elijah, how about you?
Hey everyone, Elijah from Community Engagement for Cookies Cannabis. Nice to see you all.
Thank you, Elijah. Ash, you are next.
I was about to take notes to myself so I remember everything I should say, but I do have some quick announcements. I can say them now, right? Okay. Food Not Bombs now serves at Little Acorn Park at 5:30 on Sundays and Wednesdays, vegan meals. I am outreach coordinator for one of the outreach coordinators for the Halloween at Home event. But I probably won't even have to say much about it because Melissa and Jay and Jonathan are probably also going to talk about it. But you're welcome to ask me any questions. And also there's a parks meeting tonight. Thanks.
Great. Thank you very much, Ash. And Tori.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Tori Saunders. I'm with UCSC's Police Department, serving as one of our community outreach officers. And I'm happy to be here today. I don't have any specific updates. I'm sure you've all noticed the fencing has been going up. I just noticed that myself. I'm here at Santa Catalina Residence Hall. But other than that, that's really all I have today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tori. Gary Gaston, on to you.
Hello, thank you, Diana. Gary Gaston, UCPD Community Outreach, currently working on numerous projects. Noteworthy one, however, I think we're going to do one more round of mask handouts just prior to Halloween. So 1 week prior, we'll be back out on the corner of Pardal in front of Starbucks with about 500 more masks in stock. So we'll do a week or until those masks and other PPE run out. We'll be passing out information and statistics. Other than that, there's a Halloween at Estero Park that's coming up through the St. George Youth Center. EVPLA and Parks are going to be involved. We're hoping to team with them on that. We're trying to round out the kind of the last bits and pieces of that. I'm also working on the law enforcement torch run for the Special Olympics. This year it's been a little devastated because of the pandemic. So the local agencies, including UCPD, have decided to take matters into their own hands, and we're we're doing the run with some sponsorship, but unfortunately we won't have the ice cream truck that usually tails us for our safety and just to draw more of a spectacle. So we're doing what we can. It's great to see all the agencies pull together like that for a great cause. And that'll be happening on the 12th of November. Anyone interested in donating to Special Olympics through us, please do so. I can send the link out in a little bit. It's just really easy to do. It doesn't take a lot of money, but just due to how everything's been going with them, the ability to raise money this year has really been diminished. So, yep, I guess that's it. Thank you, Deanna.
Thank you very much.
Did you say that the ice cream truck provides the security detail for you?
Yeah, that sounded weird, didn't it? I apologize for that. Good catch. So there's an ice cream truck. I call it that. It looks like an ice cream truck. And it basically has Special Olympics logo on it, LETR, which is the Law Enforcement Torch Run, and stuff like that. It plays music as well. And the whole purpose of the whole Guardian of the Flame movement is to draw attention to Special Olympics so people know it's coming and prepare themselves to try to get involved or donate or do any of that. So the ice cream truck adds to the spectacle, I guess, as well as our safety because it's a big vehicle. It tails us.
That's very innovative. I love that. Thank you very much, Gary. Melissa, on to you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa. I'm the general manager of the food co-op. I guess my announcement is that the co-op is considering doing delivery because our store sales are pretty terrible actually this year, or we projected a little bit better than what seems to be happening in this quarter. I'm not sure if there are other businesses on the call that can reflect on what's happening for them, but we're definitely being impacted by people not wanting to come into Isla Vista because of the COVID cluster. That's sad. And so what we're considering doing is bringing the co-op to you. And so if you get our e-news, there will be a poll that's going out, and we're starting to kind of just map around if people would be interested in getting a delivery from the co-op. There'd be a minimum order, probably $50, and we'd add a little delivery fee to make it able with our labor. But we are aiming to keep paying our workers hazard pay. It's expensive. We're a very small business. Sales are down about 20% under last year, which is a lot worse than I thought we were going to do based on what happened here April, May, June. And so all support for small businesses in Isla Vista is probably very welcome right now, because I'm sure that we're not the only business that's experiencing this challenge. And also it's a lot of unknown. There's things that can be predictable about our community, and this obviously for all of us is unpredictable. Adding in this layer of this newly developed cluster and what that's creating for people's perceptions, which are already hard to get people into Isla Vista. So now we've added another layer of challenge. So all support appreciated. And if you do think that you or somebody would be interested in co-op delivery, email me, let me know, because the more yeses we can get, the more I'll feel like it's worth putting that project together, which will be a bit of an undertaking. But if it helps the co-op get through what I'm anticipating being the whole school year of UCSB being closed and hopefully reopening next year, that will be what we have to do to make sure the co-op can thrive through the year. So that's one of our announcements. Otherwise, we're seeing people be pretty respectful coming into the co-op. We have had an uptick in not nice people on the weekends, and they're not students actually. It's mostly elders coming in from out of the community, coming in to harass our workers about things like the legal health department guidelines. So that's been sad and stressful, but we're still having fun, and we're gratefully supplying a lot of food crisis for UCSB, including for the Greek life cluster folks. So there is just big ups to UCSB for immediately jumping into action to help support those quarantine students and letting the co-op be another purveyor for those supports. We're providing for like 6 programs now. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Melissa.
Yeah, thank you.
So it was amazing, the innovation and the ability to pivot like the food co-op demonstrates.
Thank you.
And Viviana, I have you up next. Hello.
Oops. Hi, everybody. Okay, Viviana Marzano, Civic and Community Engagement. As you all know, the census came to a a very unexpected end with only 48-hour notice. So, you know, we had our last meeting for the county for the census, and, you know, the county of Santa Barbara, which in 2010 did very, very poorly, this year did over the national average of self-response, you know? So we still have to count. We learned today, Jonathan and I, what it's called proxy, which is people, you know, that answer for a neighbor or whatever. They are counting to be probably 24% or a little bit less. And I don't know what the numbers are for those who really opened the door and answered. But Santa Barbara counted it 71.8%. And I think the national average is 66%. Don't quote me exactly on that. And the California is almost 69%.
Wow.
So the next thing, of course, we are heading into elections. Voter registration was over on Monday, October 19th. Students or anybody who forgot to register can still go to a voting center and register to vote then and do a provisional ballot. We are going to have 2 voting centers in Isla Vista, one at the community center, and the other one in the Isla Vista room in Santa Catalina. Different from other years, the voting centers will be open 4 days and not the day of election. They will be open from October 31st to November 3rd. People can go there, do last minute voter registration, drop off their ballot, vote in person, or check what their registration status is. People have to respect all of the CDC guidelines, you know, wear a mask and things like that. And you can also drop off your ballot. We have an official mailing ballot mailbox that is in front of the Isla Vista Food Patrol. One big message: do not forget to sign your envelope for the ballot. If not, your ballot is not valid. That's all I have.
That's great information. Thank you so much, Ivcn. And I'm sure that we'll be seeing some marketing materials and continuing that push that you've been doing. Always happy to share that on this network. Thank you so much. Okay, oops, everybody just shifted around. So now I'm going to go for Jay. Jay Freeman, you are up.
Hello, I am Jay Freeman. I'm on the board of the Isla Vista Community Services District and the Local Agency Information Commission. I am not representing anyone today. I am just here in my personal capacity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jay. Next, I have Gina. Gina's back.
Hi, folks. I'm Gina Fisher. I work for 3rd District County Supervisor Joan Hartman. And let me say really quickly, so the Isla Vista Food Co-op has Suriname Cherries, and they come from an organic farm in Goleta. I had Suriname cherries for the first time in my life in the Hawaiian island of Kauai, and they're so magical that I was like, I would buy a plane ticket just to go there to eat these cherries off of a tree. So when I saw on Instagram that the food co-op carries them, and to boot from a local grower, I just returned from the food co-op and I bought as many little baskets as I could. So go check out the co-op if you can. They have a lot of really exotic fruits, but that are grown locally. And in this weird time where we're kind of constricted in our lives, to me, it's like a little escapism just to eat these little exotic fruits that remind me of faraway places I cannot travel to. So it's a nice little pickup. I encourage anyone to try.
Okay, marketing plan. Thank you, Gina. I just had to interrupt. We did not think about that strategy of like, it's like a slice of going on an adventure. And if you don't mind, I want to steal that idea for some promotion. Thank you. That was really good. Amazing.
Thank you, Gina. And then next we have Devin, I'm sorry.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for this meeting again. I just want to thank all of you so much for your support and feedback throughout this whole cannabis retail application. The community has been awesome. This meeting has been really helpful over the last year. So thank you guys so much. I will be reaching out to a few of you on some specific ideas. So thanks all. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And next we go on to Joan.
Department 3rd District County Supervisor, and I guess we have a report later in the agenda.
Great. Thank you so much, Joan. Lisa Oglesby.
Struggling to unmute myself. Hi, everybody. Lisa Oglesby, President, Isla Vista Food Cooperative Board of Directors. I have actually one quick thing. So our annual owner meeting happens in November, and I know some of the people on this call are Isla Vista Food Co-op owners, and we are currently looking for people who want to submit short owner profiles. It can be a picture of you holding up your co-op card. It can be a short video saying, hi, my name's Diana and I like to shop at the food co-op, or my name's Gina and I like cherries. Anything along those lines. If you are interested in submitting short content for our owner celebration video that we're going to make, you can drop a note to me in the chat, or you can email Melissa if that one's more handy. I probably have your contact information through the food club, but I do have a way to find people. So just let us know if you're interested, because we're gonna have our big online celebration next month. It'll be different than previous years, but it's still gonna be something good. So thanks.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Lisa. And next I've got Jonathan.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jonathan with the Community Services District. I do want to say really quick from Melissa, I totally support delivery from the co-op, even though I live nearby, very nearby. I would promote it. I would go out and promote it to other people to use, because also want to tell you that it's our 8-year friendiversary on Facebook. And when I went to my first Project We Own It meeting 8 years ago, when we saved the co-op. So it's one of the best parts of living in Isla Vista. So whatever you need, I'll do anything you need to help get that service out there.
You guys are the best. Thank you. So sweet. 8 years. Wow.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. Next, Ver. Sounds maybe he's not on right now, so we'll keep going and then come back. Alex Young.
Hey y'all. Hey Deanna. I'm Alex Young. I'm from IBTU. It's been a little while since I got on one of these meetings, so I'm happy to be back. I don't have too much to report. I did want to thank Supervisor Hartman and the entire Board of Supervisors for their awesome job on the health ordinance just on Tuesday. That is a big step for Isla Vista, and I'm really, really happy that passed. And Melissa, please, a food delivery service would be exactly what Isla Vista needs. I'm so enthusiastic about this. I know IBTU is actually looking into doing helping students get food right now through some of our using some of our fees. So actually, I think one of our board members is probably going to be reaching out to you soon to see how we can help you with that. Beyond that, that's pretty much all I got. So thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Alex, and welcome back. I feel like Jay is putting himself into a big pod bubble. I don't know what's happening in the background, but it's kind of interesting, Jay. Next, we'll go to Yasmin. Hi, Yasmin.
Hi, everyone. Yasmin from Associated Students, ABPLA.
Thank you. Julia?
Hi, it's Julia from Food Not Bombs.
Thank you, Julia. Deborah?
Hi, Deborah Anderson, Assistant General Manager, Isla Vista Community Services District.
Thank you, Deborah. Omari?
Hello, everyone. Omari Pryor, UCSB Alcohol and Drug Program. There's a lot going on campus, a lot of virtual things. So if anyone's interested, feel free to get in touch with me. I'll put my contact info in the chat.
Wonderful. Thank you, Omari. And we have suravink at AOL.com. I'm not sure who that is.
Hi, sorry, it's actually Viren Singh from Ivy Business Association. I didn't change the name, sorry. Hi,
Wonderful.
everyone.
Great, thank you so much. Great to have you here. Perfect. And was there anybody that I did not call on that has joined us since we started? I think I got everybody. Oh, we've got Jackie Carter connecting as we speak. Jackie, you are right on time. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. Always one to show up late and on time at the same moment. So I'm Jackie Curta. I'm director of the UCSB Alcohol and Drug Counseling and Education Program.
Thank you so much, Jackie. Now, Mari, I'm sorry. Did I end up losing or skipping you?
No. I may have been my internet, but I introduced myself and let everyone know about all the virtual things going on campus. And I put my info in the chat if anyone would like to contact me further.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Amari. Great. Then I think that does it in terms of our introductions and quick announcements. The only thing that I would mention to you personally is that this is going to be my last Ivcn meeting for a little while. My position is a limited appointment that actually ends next week. And so I want to let you know that they're in the middle of a search to fill the position. So hopefully that search will be completed soon and the position will be filled again. And so maybe I will see you again at this meeting in this role. But if not, in any case, I want to just thank you for everything. And I look forward to continuing to connect with this community. Oh, thank you, Jackie. So moving on from there, I think we are on to the 3rd district report. Do we have Gina or Joan? Will you be taking the lead on
Joe,
this?
I think Joan's
like
on, right?
to start?
Yeah, go on, Joan.
Oh, well, the main thing is everyone knows about the COVID outbreak in Isla Vista, and it was mentioned about the administrative fee ordinance that was enacted by the board on Tuesday. I have to tell you, this wouldn't have happened without the participation of Alex and Yasmin and Jonathan and the CSD. We had 2 votes on the board. We needed 3, and to get that 3rd, we needed you all to weigh in. And I just want to thank you for that, because it rounds out the set of tools that we have. I use the analogy of, you're not supposed to speed, but if you know that there might be a ticket involved, it adds that much more incentive not to speed. And I think that's the case with both gatherings and complying with quarantine requirements. And so this just gives us another tool. And we heard your community and we brought it forward a second time and we got it. It'll take 30 days for it to go into effect because it's coming in as a regular rather than an urgency ordinance, but it will be going into effect soon. Gina, anything to add?
I don't think I have anything to add. Maybe not the LOI. Maybe we want to in this forum let the folks know about the Good Samaritan they're going to move forward in exploring setting up an encampment, like a more structured encampment in Isla Vista. And so they're an operator of houselessness services. They primarily worked out of the northern Santa Barbara County, but in recent months, they've done some houseless projects with the county in South County. And so they are planning to come into Isla Vista, and they are top-notch experts on what resources are available, things about sobriety, things for housing, all the resources to help out the houseless community that's in Isla Vista right now, to bring a little bit more organization services, connection to the folks that are out there now. And so the county's working on that. They're collaborating with the Ivy Parks, with the IVCSD, to sort of unfold what that will look like. That about cover it, Joan?
Yes, we have the provider, and now we're looking at where we will provide the services and exploring all options. But this is the group that also helped a lot with the Santa Ynez River. And one of the key things is often people who are homeless have lost connections to friends and family in their community. And they're particularly good at trying to identify family members and get people kind of back in connection again. So we're hoping that it would, really contribute to their lives in this process. So that's what we aim for.
And I'll add that this is possible because the county received CARES Act funding. And so it's basically use it or lose it funding. So it's nice to have a substantial amount of funding available. And the county first tried to, in South County, purchase a motel. They put a bid on a motel that was up for sale that could be converted to more short and long-term permanent supportive housing. And that fell through. So we have to use the money that we have now. And so this is an opportunity to use those funds that are available right now.
So you said you aren't yet sure what the location is?
No, we're not positive. They're looking at outside and shared county and parks land outside of the community center. And then the community center would be a base for the staff, for the caseworkers, for the staff that come along with doing the outreach. Possibly there will need to be some consideration for winter months. So there's nothing is set in stone yet. Supervisor Hartman and I are right now exploring another possible location in Isla Vista as well. And so we make a lot of these updates in the Ivcn encampment meetings on Fridays, every other Friday. And then as we have information, this meeting's also every other week. So we try to do updates almost in real time to the community.
Given that you mentioned shared county / parks land, is it, so it's, you're not limiting yourself to the little pie-shaped wedge of land that's owned by the county, like you're working with the tent? Okay. Interesting.
No. Yeah. And we've gotten verbal from the Parks District willingness to explore this and verbal confirmation that if moving forward at that location, that a substantial portion of parks land would be available. Any other questions about that?
No more questions? Great, very interesting. Thank you, Gina. And Joan, and was that all then for third district? I see a note on the agenda about the cannabis dispensary.
I stuck that on there, more just like a FYI, that we, for those that are on this call that participated, we did send the survey results from the community, the meeting that we held at our last Ivcn, or 2 Ivcns ago. I can't remember time at this point. But if anybody wants to see, I'm happy to share with the general list, or if you want to see the responses, I think 12 people replied and we sent that off to Jefferson to take a look at, and then to the dispensary applicants that we had contacts for. We really appreciated everybody taking the time to offer insight. There was really cool ideas listed, and I don't know if the county wants to talk further about it, but that was more my, I didn't know where to stick it, so I just stuck it in the county little section. Thank you.
I think it's, again, just another example of the great kind of innovative ways and the relationship and collaboration between government and community and businesses in Isla Vista.
Can I just really quickly, since my lunch was served by my home coworker, here's the Suriname Cherries.
Are you going to share, Gina?
Yeah. Besides having a baby, there's been very little joy since March with these little cherries.
Wait, can I, don't put them down yet. I want to can you put the cherry back up? I'm sending it to my produce manager because it's like the cutest. Thank you so much. We need this joy right now.
Oh, really, guys? I'm telling you, go get the exotic fruits from the co-op.
You're hired again. She used to work here, you guys, 100 years ago in her last life.
That's awesome.
It was either 15 years ago or 100 years ago. I'll take either.
15 years ago.
Perfect. Thank you so much then. Thank you, third district report. So moving on from that, we have the COVID-19 messaging and efforts updates. If there is an update from the houses community in terms of COVID-19 messaging, that would be amazing. And of course, welcome any other updates that anyone might have about their messaging and other COVID-19 efforts. Okay. So then let us move on to AS and IV. Yasmin, you are up.
Hi, everyone. Not a lot of updates, but like Alex mentioned, I also wanted to thank the county for listening to all the students and everyone that showed up to the hearing. And you all passed the ordinance that is very much needed in IV. We're gonna put out information for students about it. We've been getting a lot of questions about what that means for like walking around if everyone's just gonna get tickets now. So we're gonna put out an informational about that. We're also working on like organizing for Halloween, like Gary mentioned. We are collaborating with the St. George Youth Center and Parks and Gary to hold a pumpkin carving event for the families in IV. And we ordered, we're gonna get pumpkins and carving supplies to be distributed at the event, so we could create some kind of a normal-ish Halloween for the kids. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think Alex is also on the call, so he can give an update from IVTU.
Thank you, Yasmin. Did you, Alex, did you have anything to add?
I don't have anything right now. We've got a couple projects in development, but nothing concrete enough to talk about.
Fantastic. Perfect. Okay. Then thank you very much. By the way, Yasmin, would you be able to speak to any of program board's plans in terms of Halloween events?
Yeah, so program board is doing a comedy show on Friday and a concert on Saturday. They haven't released their lineup yet, but they just put out like the announcement for it yesterday, I think.
Great. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I know this is neither Yasmin or my area, but I know IV Arts is also putting on a drive-in on November 1st for Rocky Horror. So that's different, but kind of cool. And I really like that idea.
Who here has participated in Rocky Horror at some point in their lives? Just curious. Oh yeah, I see some folks. Okay, that's a throwback. That definitely takes me places. That's awesome. Wonderful. I know that we're going to have an update also on Halloween from Jonathan, I think, as part of the next item on the agenda, which is the IVCSD report. So handing over to you, Jonathan.
Great. So everyone who lives in Isla Vista today should have gotten a door hanger on their front door of promoting both the Halloween at Home Virtually Lucid and Isla Vista, it's a long name, festival, which is a 6-hour event open to everybody. You don't even technically need to live here to register, but it's open to the entire community. It's going to be mainly local bands, performers, artists, a costume contest of $1,000 if you're home and not having a party, among other prizes. And Ash put the link in the chat right there. And Ash is working on the community outreach for this with the student groups and other kinds of outreach. So that's one of our big events. It's going to be, co-programmed with the other stuff that other groups at the university are doing. I don't know if anyone is from our Halloween at Home event group on this call. I think Jackie is, yes. But we have, there's going to be like a master calendar going out that our part of. So the Halloween at Home name actually has moved on from us and is now like the whole weekend's name. Lots of different events, and I think some of them are open to the public too. So except the concert, I think is definitely, and the comedy show are definitely not. So there's going to be a bunch of things for almost anybody who lives in Isla Vista to do on Halloween weekend, while staying home and not partying. And our door hanger also, thanks to everyone who contributed, has like COVID safety and testing information and all that. So now every household has all the best information they can get on what the rules are and what to do about them. That's the main thing. I don't know if there's anything else anyone has any questions on.
Yeah, I can just do a quick update on the collective planning from, as John had mentioned, a number of groups. So Department of Rec has kind of taken the lead in organizing a lot of the events. We've brought in our city college partners as well, so that we can offer things to not only city college students living in IV, but just broaden it to the community as a whole. And so there will be a platform used that's called SCHED, SCHED, standing for schedule. It's a platform and an app that's typically used for conferences and planning. Department of Rec used it for the Fun and Fitness Festival this year. And it's able to be organized by event type, time of day. I think that's pretty much the way that it's organized. But so people can just sign on to this app for free or go onto the website and they'll see a list of all the different events that are being put on. Life of the Party has a couple of events, Rec has events, CSD has events, City College is offering some events, and all of these, and all the program board information I think will be on there. So all the events, if they've been registered with Department of Rec, which I think most have, will be on the schedule, and it'll indicate who's sponsoring it, a little description of the event, how you log on, what the time of day is, what the duration of the event is, and then whether or not it's accessible to the whole community or just UCSB students. But it's quite impressive in terms of the number of events that are being offered, and for Friday and Saturday. So we'll make sure, I'm sure you'll start seeing this information, but I will make sure that we get that link to Deanna and Melissa, so the whole Ivy team can have it as well. But we're really hopeful that it gives all community members an opportunity to engage in activities that keeps them safe.
Thank you for filling in, Jackie.
Yeah.
One thing I forgot to mention is that we are recruiting also people who'd like to be, special guests on the festival stream on Friday night to, do like a 1-minute guest appearance, just say hi, promote something locally. We're also looking for people to be our costume contest judges and other kinds of judges. So yeah, anyone who's willing to do it, please just email me. Or if you want to recommend someone, we need, a panel of judges. So not an exact number, but if you're interested, let me know. And also if you know anyone talented in Isla Vista, or even, who used to live in Isla Vista and wants to submit anything, please let me know. We need strong personalities on, it's hard to do an event, it's even harder on Zoom. We've got some hosts, but we want more just people from diverse parts of the community so they can bring it in. So please recommend anyone. And I've gotten some from some people already, but more the better.
That's awesome. I'd like to volunteer the people below and to my sides. I don't know.
I heard a rumor that my partner actually might be one of the co-hosts, like that he was potentially scooped by Lucidity to participate. So we'll see. I might loop in if he's going to loop in. We'll see how that plays. And I think Ash is doing the direct outreach for this, but maybe Ash wants to take it and talk a little bit now about happenings.
Right. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I just wanted to say something similar to what Jonathan just added, but about the call for open mic submissions and people to participate in a few ways. So it would help us out if you could spread the word on your networks. And Melissa attached, I'm getting notifications, I should turn these off. Melissa pasted at the bottom of our email the submission links, but if you didn't get that, I can send it to you. It's on the tiny URL, has some of them, and I can put my email. Okay, I'm not doing a very good job with this announcement, but feel free to ask me any questions.
Can we put it, I would like to put it on the Ivcn Facebook page. That'd be an obvious place. And then at least we can make that maybe shareable. And if there's something that is Instagrammable, like an image that we could throw on the co-op story, I'm super happy to promote there too. But an easy add would be to the Ivcn page. I mean, actually, I think you have posting permissions too, so that'd be fun.
Want me to send that? Okay.
Yeah, perfect. I'll send it to you. Great.
And that'll be a way to share it. Cool.
Yay. Awesome. Any other updates from IVCSD beyond Halloween?
You know, I'm sure there's more, but this has been like, you know, more 50% of my day past week, so all on my mind.
Great. You know, getting to plan a festival in this new iteration, at least is something different and a new skill set. And for those that haven't had the chance to really immerse in the other version of Zoom culture that's using integrative things like Twitch and live streaming, that's more like intermodality, it really can take Zoom and like bring it to a different level of life. And I've seen it across what Lucidity did this year. Desert Hearts did it, which is another festival that happens. And so it's really pushing the boundary on how we can take technology and creativity and merge it. And so hopefully it's exciting enough to get this generation I Love Vista to be captive, because it's definitely a very new a new way to do radical expression also. And it's been really cool to watch my friends that work in the festival world in production and in music and in art really try to weave something to also allow them to still feel nourished, because so many people are just long-term devastated by what's happening, including folks that work in production. So it's really exciting that the CSD took this plunge with Lucidity and that we got to get someone like Ash involved as like a local organizer to help really weave it on the ground level. So I feel very excited about it. And thank you guys for working so hard to make Halloween also not just with the Lucidity IVCSD event, but across IV and across UCSB, something still special and hopefully a way that people can still have fun, but safely. So speaking of safely, we can segue right into a law enforcement update if there is one from those on the call. We have plenty of time, so if there's other things that we want to talk about that didn't make the agenda, we have a little bit of extra space. So I'll open it up now for law enforcement if there is any updates.
Hello, this is Gary with UCPD. We don't have any updates. We're still awaiting our new chief, so we've been kind of just keeping it business as usual until our new leader gets here, I guess, and we'll probably have some updates at that time. Thank you.
Awesome. Great. Is there anything that anybody on the call while we're all sitting here wants to bring forward? I have a COVID thought, but it's more just a weird Melissa rumination. And it has to do, okay, so this is just me reflecting on students and like how and why we're seeing all these bursts happen in college communities. And we can't be in everybody's brain for a student to understand like whether wearing a mask is the answer or, you know, what we're trying to get to. But I was thinking that there might be an opportunity to really do some other messaging about cause and effect that has to do with like how much Isla Vista has a role to play in the county getting to move to the next tier. And that there might be, like there's so much information coming out and there's so many great campaigns and messages, and the beloved community has thought this through so much. But then I started thinking about how literally it's in the hands, I mean, I know Santa Maria was an impact too, but it really is in the hands of our current residents to understand that like the co-op could reopen our water machine and our bulk machine, like bars can reopen. Like, is there a way to kind of play into what happens on the ground level when a tier is shifted? And is there an opportunity to simplify or to recreate some message around, like, do you want to be able to go party at a bar downtown? Like, this is in your hands. Like, I know that's really not trying to pander to a specific generation or what their interests are, but I couldn't help but think that maybe there's like not that knowledge, because there is so much information running around about masks or not masks or distancing or quarantine, like whatever the info is. Maybe it could go back towards like, this is what will happen if Santa Barbara moves to orange, you know, and that there's a literal like touch point that actually a student might care about. I have a really vested interest as someone that runs a business that we want to be able to reopen our gravity bins. Like the co-op will be very happy if the water machine can reopen. So will everybody in the community. Is there, maybe there's not that knowledge that it really is that literal. I don't know. So it's just me ruminating on how to create a sense of care in a generation that has a hard time caring about more than just that. And I went to college here, I know how it was. It's just food for thought in how we think about talking about this. That's how I've been talking about it with our workers, actually, and some of them really didn't realize how literal it is that if Isla Vista can get this under control, we can maybe open our water machine. That felt relevant to them. So anyway, blah, 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 me thinking out loud, but COVID. I don't know if anybody has, or if they've been hearing around, thank you, Ash, thumbs up, like if that's been, if there's students on the call that have heard things being talked about like this, or if it does feel so disconnected from how it really matters. And even in that, not even the greater good way at this point about saving lives, but literally like, you too can go party downtown more quickly if we go to the orange tier. Anyway.
I think that's an interesting way to pitch it, Melissa. I mean, I think that kids would care about that, right? One of the things that we're doing at Coastal that I think that I care about and I think will play well in IB is really talking about everybody should be utilizing the awesome aspects of Santa Barbara, and we should be promoting like go to More Mesa, go to Tangerine Falls, go to like the cool local spots that you won't find lots of people, and go enjoy your activities with your friends outside. Like that's messaging that I'm pushing, and like COVID's real. Take it. We live in one of the best communities to go through this pandemic and still be active and engaged in our community. So that's just what I've been pushing. I don't know if that helps with you guys.
It's interesting thinking about where this cluster started. I mean, this is not, I heard on Friday before I left from one of our workers, and I was like, well, that's not surprising. Like we kind of assumed that something would happen. It kind of made sense that it's happening in these houses where there's a lot of people. And is there some opportunity in, like, maybe it's go to nature. I wish that could be something useful for this generation. I mean, it's working probably for those that are excited about that, but like reality is that there's a lot of students that are partying because that's what they want to do, and that's a total, like, it's Isla Vista. Like this is how it is here, and this is how it is in every college town that's experiencing like upticks like this. So yeah, it's just I just out loud thinking about ways to actually get us into the next year so we can keep reopening things. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if there's other thoughts or other things that we want to talk about. We have 10 whole minutes. We can get actually a 13-minute come up off of Zoom to go outside. Do we feel clear? Well, give me 13 more minutes to think about delivery and what that's going to take. Okay. Well, in the interest of everybody's time and not talking for no reason, which you all just graciously let me do for 3 minutes, we'll close out Ivcn for this meeting. We're still in a bi-weekly structure, so you'll get an email for the next one, which I think November 9th or something like that. We'll have Halloween between now and then, so hopefully some fun stuff to report on about how this year went. Hopefully the fences are just there to hold space with no people. And yeah, I'll say thank you to Diana for being an awesome co-facilitator for a while now. And hopefully you do get to reapply and come back again in the wonderful world of AS. And thank you all. Have a great day and a week. We'll see you on the next time. Bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later. Bye.